Hey everyone, Maya here from MaiStoryBook, and welcome back to day 3 of MaiStoryBook's Book a Day series celebrating Pride Month. Today we are going to be reading all about the rainbow flag, the pride flag that became a symbol for equality, equal rights for the LGBTQ community. And if you notice today, I am decked out in all of my rainbow items. I have this rainbow chain, my rainbow fuzzy bracelet, some rainbow balls in the back. And my friends, if you have any rainbow items, rainbow jewelry, clothes, rainbow objects or toys that you want to bring over for this interactive read aloud, those would be great reading buddies to have while we read about the rainbow flag and how it came to be. So if you have some rainbow things that you want to go ahead and bring on out so that you can be rainbow with me as we learn about the history of the rainbow pride flag, go ahead and pause the video and go grab those. Alright, well this whole week during our Pride Month Book a Day series, we are reading about books that celebrate all the different forms of love and identity that there are. Now, a lot of people agree that people should be able to love whoever they want to love and should be able to be whoever they want to be, but friends, there are some people who don't think everyone should be able to do that. And not so long ago, there were a lot of people who thought that people who were lesbian, gay, bi, transsexual, queer, transgender, that they shouldn't have the same rights and freedoms as everyone else. Well, we are going to be reading a story about a man who had a dream for equality for everyone to be able to love whomever they wanted. And he came up with a special symbol to help bring everyone together and that people could share to show that they believed in equal rights for all too. My friends, have you seen this rainbow flag before? Where have you seen it? Yeah, so you can see it anywhere. Anyone can hang the rainbow flag or wave it in the air. Well, I think we are ready to start learning about the history of this rainbow flag. So, double thumbs up if you are ready to go. All right, let's begin. The title of today's interactive read aloud is Pride, the story of Harvey Milk and the rainbow flag. So, Harvey Milk is the person who helped create the rainbow flag, and I see him right over here. And this book was written by Rob Sanders and illustrated by Stephen Salerno. So my friends, Rob Sanders is the author of this story, and that name might sound familiar to you because we've read another book by him recently together. He is also the author of the book Stonewall, A Building, an Uprising, a Revolution. And if you remember, we read this one just a few weeks ago, and this one was about the Stonewall Uprising where the LGBTQ community protested for their rights outside the Stonewall Inn. So if you missed this one, go ahead and check it out. It's a few weeks ago. But this author also wrote this book about Harvey Milk and the Pride Rainbow Flag. All right, so author is Rob Sanders, illustrator. What does the illustrator do? Illustrator draws all the pictures, and the author and illustrator work together to create this book for us. All right, my friends, so what do you notice on the cover here? Yes, I see this humongous rainbow flag. And my friend, something that could also be fun if you grab some rainbow things, or if you still need a rainbow thing, would be to draw a rainbow flag on a piece of paper, and you can practice waving that as you read the story. If you want to do that, draw a rainbow flag on a piece of paper, you can go ahead and pause. All right, well, if you have your flag, you can wave it around with us as we read. If not, then you can follow along with our book and maybe make one after. So I noticed this big rainbow flag, and so did you. There's a man holding it. I'm guessing he is Harvey Milk, since that is who our story is about. And is Harvey Milk all by himself waving that flag? How do you know? Yeah, right? He's got a whole bunch of people also behind him, a whole crowd of people with him. Now, my friends, this is a true story. So everything we read in this book is going to be about a man who is actually a real person. So this is going to be about his life, and everything that happened in this story is true. Things that already happened in real life. Now, Harvey Milk is not alive today. He has passed away. We're going to read about it in the story, how he passed away. But he did such an amazing thing by making this symbol and fighting for equal rights for everyone to love whom they love, that we have a whole book written about him. And people learn about him and all the things he did to help us out. Okay, let's get started. So here's our title page, has the title of our story, Pride, the story of Harvey Milk and the rainbow flag. Our author and illustrator and our publisher, Random House Kids. So remember, the publisher is the one who helps put the book together, print the pages, make it into a book, and then shares it with all of us to read. And over here, I see this big rainbow flag. My friends, what colors are in the rainbow flag? Yes, 6 colors, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. All right, so this story starts with a quote. A quote is what someone said. So this must be what Harvey Milk said. You have to give them hope. Hope for a better world. Hope for a better tomorrow. So Harvey Milk believed in the power of hope. When people hope for something, they have the belief that things will get better and the belief to keep on trying. Let's read about Harvey Milk. Harvey Milk was an ordinary man, but he had an extraordinary dream. That dream would change history. So my friends, ordinary just means normal, a regular person like you and me, but he had this amazing dream that would change the world. Anyone, my friends, can have dreams, and anyone, if they follow their dreams, can change the world. Do you have an amazing, extraordinary dream, my friends, that you think could change the world? What is it? That sounds extraordinary. Well, let's see what Harvey Milk's dream was. Well, Harvey dreamed that everyone, even gay people, so remember, gay people means two men who love each other, would have equality, would have the same equal rights as everyone else. So it sounds like right now, they don't have equality. He dreamed that he and his friends would be treated like everyone else. He dreamed that one day, people would be able to live and love as they pleased. So what was Harvey Milk's dream about? Yes, that gay people, that everyone would be able to love whoever they wanted and be treated just like everyone else, kindly, right? What do you notice on this picture? I see two men, right? They're riding a bicycle, and oh, right here tied to the bicycle, there's a little banner that says, just married. Because when two people love each other a lot, they usually get married, right, my friends? Well, with his New York accent, Harvey talked to everyone about his dream. His voice boomed, his body bounced with energy and excitement. So looking at this picture, my friends, did Harvey Milk just talk to a little bit of people or a whole bunch of people? A whole bunch of people. Looks like he was a speaker, so he would go talk to crowds of people, lots of people. And some people listened. A few agreed, but most did not. So most people, though, did not agree with what he had to say. And if I'm looking at this picture, some people are holding up signs. Some of the signs agree with him, some of them do not. My friends, can you tell which signs do not agree with what Harvey Milk has to say, are against Harvey Milk? Yeah, I'm noticing these ones over here with the red marks and the big black letters. I'm also noticing the colors where it's lighter over here, then it gets darker in the shadows, as these people are the ones who disagree with what Harvey Milk has to say. So let's read some of these signs. So these ones in blue are ones that agree with him. They say gay pride, be proud to be who you are, peace, straights for gays. So straight people are people who are men who like women and women who like men. We call that straight. Pass gay rights bills, so pass laws that allow gay people to have rights. I love my gay son, so family supporting their children. And then over here are the signs that are against Harvey Milk and gay rights. It crossed out the word gay. Gays must go. God says no. So some people think God is against gay people, but I think if you believe in God, then your God probably loves everyone, right? But it seems like Harvey Milk believed in what he was saying and was so passionate. His dream was so big that he wanted to share it with everyone else too. But even though there are people against him that didn't agree, Harvey's big voice and his big dream wouldn't stop. That's called perseverance, my friends. Can you say perseverance? Perseverance means you never give up, even when it gets hard. Thumbs up if you persevere. You never give up. He discovered that the best way to change laws was to help make laws. So if you want to help make the laws, what job do you need to have? Do you know? You have to get elected into an office that helps make the law. So elected is when people vote for you to become in charge to help make the rules and the laws. In 1977, Harvey Milk took a big step toward that dream when he became one of the first openly gay people to be elected to political office in the United States. Wow, so Harvey Milk was one of the first gay people to be elected into office. And when he was in office, Harvey Milk and his friends planned marches to protest inequality and unfair laws. So my friends, do you remember what protest means? What's a protest? Protest is when you go out and march and you share what you believe in and tell people what you think is right. And just days before one of the marches, Harvey Milk had an idea. What do you think that idea is? Let's see. What are these? What do you notice on this page? A whole bunch of flags. A symbol, he thought. We need a symbol that shows who we are and how we feel. So a symbol is something that symbolizes, shows people how you feel and who you are. My friends, what do these flags symbolize that you see on this page? This is the American flag. It stands for America. This red cross here, do you know what that stands for? The Red Cross flag stands for like the hospital, people who take care of you, doctors. There's, do you know what this symbol is? A peace sign. We need something to carry during a march. Something to make people feel like they are part of a community, part of a group. Something to give people hope, something extraordinary. So Harvey Milk wants something that people can carry, that everyone can carry, so they all feel like they are together. They're one strong group. You guys, friends, do you feel more stronger if you are just by yourself or if you have a whole group of people who are with you too? I feel more stronger and more excited when there's a whole bunch of people who are with me and believe in the same things that I do. And what do you notice here? All this rainbow material? Harvey knew an artist who could help. Gilbert Baker, Harvey asked, and Gilbert said, "We need a flag." And what is their flag going to look like? A rainbow? So Harvey Milk has this idea, and Gilbert Baker is going to help create this flag and make the idea come alive. Volunteers arrived to help bring Gilbert's idea to life. Together, they dipped fabrics into big barrels filled with vivid, vibrant colors. So that means bright colors. And then they cut and pieced and sewed until what? Until they have a flag, until Harvey, Gilbert, and all the other activists had a flag. So activists, all the other people who were marching and protesting with them for their rights. A flag with 8 colorful stripes. A flag that Harvey hoped would give hope to others, encourage them to also stand up with everyone else and fight for their rights. So if you notice, my friends, this flag has 8 colors, a bit different than the one that we see today. Today's only has 6 colors. We're going to read about how it changes, but this first flag had 8 colors. What colors are in this flag? Right. Pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, light blue, purple. So they have this new flag and they say, rights are won only by those who make their voices heard. So people only get their rights if they protest and they make themselves heard. They need to make people listen to them. And what's one way to make people listen to you? You can protest and go march. Well, on June 25th, 1978, when it was time for the march, a breeze stirred in San Francisco. So San Francisco is where they're going to have this march. San Francisco is a city in California. So the breeze stirred and the flag unfurled. So unfurled means it waves, it spreads out and waves in the wind. The wind blew, the flag fluttered, flapped, and flew. A rainbow as bright and as unique as the men and women who walked behind it led the march. So this, my friends, reminds me of the cover, doesn't it? Who is this? Harvey Milk. And here's the big rainbow flag. And look how big it is, my friends. And look at all those people behind him marching for their rights. Harvey and the people asked for equality. They asked to be treated like everyone else. They asked to live and love as they pleased. And they hoped that this march would make a difference. So why are they marching, my friends? What are they marching for? They're marching so that they can be equal just like everyone else, so that they can love who they want to love, that they can be treated fairly and kindly. My friends, these seem like things that they should already have, right? You shouldn't have to ask to be treated kindly, to be able to love who you want. Those should just be things that everyone is allowed to do, right? Who you love is really no one else's business. As long as you're happy, then other people should be happy for you too. And I hope that everyone treats each other fairly. Well, they hope that this march would make a difference, my friends. Do you think this march is going to work? Ooh, and on this page, I see all different sorts of people wearing the flag, waving the flag. What do you notice, my friends? Who do you notice waving the flag, and how are they using the rainbow flag? That's right. There's so many different kinds of people in different ways they're using this symbol. I see a policeman over here. Look at this lady. What did she do with the flag? A dress. This guy here. Surfboard. There's doctors, people in the army. So it looks like there's a whole bunch of different kinds of people who support gay rights, who want people to have equality. Harvey was proud of the flag and proud of himself, and he hoped that others could be proud too. So one way to show you're proud would be to carry this symbol. But 5 months later, on the morning of November 27, 1978, Harvey and the mayor of San Francisco, George Moscone, were assassinated. My friends, do you know what assassinated means? Assassinated means they were killed. Someone killed them. Their lives were taken by a man who did not think like Harvey, or feel like him, or love like him. So someone didn't like what Harvey Milk was doing. He didn't think that people should have these equal rights. He didn't like what Harvey Milk and the mayor of San Francisco were doing, so he killed them. He assassinated them. And that, my friends, is the most horrible thing to do. So here's a big newspaper article. It says Moscone and Milk killed. Gunfire at City Hall. So it sounds like they were shot. So sometimes it can be dangerous to share what you think, especially when people are against you. But imagine if Harvey Milk never spoke out and never started this rainbow symbol, my friends. He helped a lot of people. If he didn't do that, who knows how we would be today. So even though he died, he made a big difference. Well, that night the flag did not fly on that dark, sad night. Instead, thousands and thousands of people marched silently carrying candles. And my friends, you can take your finger on the screen and can you trace the zigzag of all those thousands and thousands of people? Look how far it goes, huh? The candlelight wove through the streets of San Francisco, up and down hills and around city buildings, a mile of glowing candlelight in honor of 2 lives lost. That could have been the end of Harvey's dream in the colorful flag, but it wasn't. So even though he died, his dream and his colorful flag are still going to live on. Sounds like they're still going to give other people hope. Huh. And here I see a word, my friends. Do you know what letters these are? This is an H-O-P-E. And if you put that all together, that spells the word hope. And what is this word made out of? What are they using to spell these letters? A bunch of rainbow flags, right? More rainbow flags were created. Some of the colors changed. 8 stripes became 6. So if you notice, these flags only have the 6 colors. And what are the 6 colors? Right, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. But even though the colors changed to 6, the meaning of the flag did not change. And what does this flag stand for? What does it mean? What is it a symbol of? Right. It was a flag of equality. More and more people began to think of the flag as their flag, something they can be proud of that represents them. And they began to feel pride. They began to have hope that they can have equality. Oh my goodness, my friends, what do you notice here? It looks like another march, but what are they holding? Kind of looks like a gigantic rainbow flag. That is so long though. Look how long that goes. In 1994, Gilbert Baker designed another rainbow flag, person who helped make the first flag. So he designed another rainbow flag. This one was larger, bigger than all the rest. Women and men side by side carried the flag, a proud mile-long rainbow floating through New York City. So this flag is a mile long. That is so long, my friends. The flag wove through the streets, up and down avenues and boulevards and around city buildings. The people demanded equality. They demanded to be treated like everyone else. They demanded to live and love as they pleased. They were proud, they had hope, and they would make a difference. So it seems like now they all are inspired to fight for their rights, and it seems like they're not going to stop until they get them. Oh, and here I'm seeing more places where people are hanging the rainbow flag. What do you notice? Where is this rainbow flag showing up? Yeah, all sorts of places, huh? More rainbow flags were made. Some were printed on bumper stickers and t-shirts. So bumper stickers are the stickers that you stick onto the car. Oh, my finger was blocking this one right here. So stick to the bumper of your car. Others were hoisted onto lampposts on Halsted Street in Chicago. So hoisted up, lifted up onto lampposts. One was hung in the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. So in a museum. Soon the rainbow flag was flying in other countries like Brazil, England, Israel, Russia, Singapore, Turkey. So here are some other places the flag is being hung. This kind of looks like a church. The rainbow flag now unfurled on farms, in suburbs, and in cities. So farms, suburbs like a neighborhood, then cities with all those tall buildings. The flag flew proudly outside public buildings, houses, shops, hotels, restaurants, and churches. All different sorts of places. And, my friends, do you recognize this building? This is the White House. And what do you notice about the White House? Because it's not looking too white anymore. The White House has all these rainbow colors of the flag, of the rainbow pride flag. And once on June 26, 2015, the White House was awash in the colors of the rainbow flag. So even one time they shone all these lights onto the White House so that it would have the same colors as the rainbow flag. That means that this president, whoever was the president, must have supported equal rights and wanted everyone to have equal rights too. Which is what a good leader should do, right? A good leader should want everyone to have the same rights and be treated fairly. And who is this? Harvey Milk. Equality, pride, hope, and love. So those were the 4 things Harvey really wanted for everyone. Can you say this with me? I say, you say. Equality, pride, hope, and love. 4 important things for everyone to have. Equality, pride, hope, and love. Harvey's dream became a flag for us all. The end. So even though Harvey died earlier, his flag still became a symbol for all of us, a symbol of equality, pride, hope, and love for everyone. His flag and his work and his dreams gave everyone hope to keep on fighting for their rights. Sounds like Harvey's dream was pretty inspirational. And what's cool about this book, just kind of like in the Stonewall book, had a bunch of extra things in the back. So does this one. So if you want to get a copy of this book for yourself, and you can check out these extra pages, or you can pause the video here and take a look with an adult or an older friend and family member. This has a timeline, so it shows important days in Harvey Milk's life and important days in the history of the rainbow flag for you to learn more. If you're interested to learn more, there's some websites, some other books you can read, a podcast to listen to. And here are some pictures of photographs, so real life pictures of what actually happened. The flag, Harvey Milk here. Oh, look, my friends, this is the White House with all the rainbow colors, the actual White House when they did that. So here are some other pictures. It's cool to see it in real life too. Wow, my friends, so this was such an inspirational story. It makes me feel full of hope that everyone should be able to be treated fairly and equally. And today, people of the LGBTQ community do have more rights. Gay and lesbian people are allowed to get married. And actually, the Supreme Court, the top court in the United States, just passed a law that said that people cannot discriminate. You cannot fire someone from a job for being LGBTQ. So you can't fire someone based on who they are and who they love. They are protected from that, which, again, my friends, is something that they should have already been protected from in the first place, right? Because who you are and who you love shouldn't matter to anyone else. But now that is a law that is passed, that again brings them a step closer to having equal rights and being treated fairly just like anyone else. So, my friends, what is something you liked about this story or learned from this story? Yes. So if you identify as LGBTQ, or if you have a family member, or if you want to support people who do, waving the rainbow flag and sharing this symbol is one way to show that you support this community and believe in equal rights for all as well. Okay, friends, well, I enjoyed reading this story with you and learning about Harvey Milk and this powerful rainbow flag symbol. Since June is Pride Month, there are a lot of Pride marches where you'll see a lot of people waving this rainbow flag. And if you want to join in on a march to celebrate Pride Month and celebrate all the forms of identity and love that there are, you can bring along your own rainbow flag that you make, or any of your rainbow objects or outfits. Well, my friends, this brings us to the end of today's interactive read aloud. But remember, we still have 2 more days in this Book a Day series, so I hope you join me tomorrow for another reading adventure. Subscribe to MaiStoryBook to keep up with all of our read alouds, and also be checking on the blog MaiStoryBook.com for other reading resources, craft ideas, and bookish fun. If you'd like to share with me your own rainbow outfits, your rainbow flags, or any other of your reading adventures, you can always reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, here on YouTube, on the blog, email me. All the social media links can be found down below. I love to hear from you, so please do reach out, and I love chit-chatting and talking about your own reading aloud adventures. Okay, so that is it for today, but until next time, my friends, stay safe and healthy, and happy reading!